In my experience working with Excel, one of the most common mistakes using formulas are related to the misuse of relative and absolute cell reference. But not necessarily because not knowing the terms, but mostly because it is easy to forget the right structures when creating a formula. In this video, I will show you the difference between a relative and an absolute cell reference and how to use them. So let's get on. Let me tell you first what a relative and an absolute cell reference is. A relative cell reference is a basic reference in a formula that adjusts and changes when copied or when using the autofill tool. And an absolute cell reference is a reference in a formula that do not change when copied or using the autofill tool. An absolute cell reference is easy to identify because we'll have the currency symbol in front of the column and row of the cell address. There could be also mixed cell reference using these concepts, if only the column or the row are made absolute. Let's get to the spreadsheet. I have this table with a series of numbers to show you the differences between relative and absolute cell reference. Select cell A10 and let's create a basic formula using a relative cell reference pointing to cell A1. You can do this in two ways. Type the equal sign and select the cell A1 and press enter. Or you can type the entire formula. Type the equal sign, then type the column A and the row 1. Then press enter. Now let's copy the cell with the formula to the next rows and columns. As you can see, if I move down to the cells, the row numbers change. And if I move to the right, the columns change as well. So Excel automatically adjusts the formula for us, and we are seeing all the numbers displayed from the original table. Let's start all over, now using the absolute cell reference pointing to the same cell A1. Here you can do it also in two ways. Type the equal sign, then select cell A1 and modify it, adding the currency symbol in front of the column and row, and then press enter. Or you can type the entire formula. Type the equal sign, then the currency symbol, column A, currency symbol, and row 1. Then press enter. In this case, instead of using the copy tool, let's use the autofill tool. For that, locate the darker corner at the bottom of the cell and click and hold, and then with your mouse, drag to the right and down to add the formula to the other cells. As you can see, all the cells have the same value and the same cell reference, so none of the rows and columns change. Let's start all over again, and now let's use the mixed cell reference, absolute column, and relative row, pointing to the same cell A1. Type the equal sign, select cell A1, and modify it, adding the currency symbol in front of the column only. Then press enter. Use the autofill tool to add the formula, and in this case, the column did not change in the formula, only the rows. So only the values from column A are displayed. Let's start all over again, and now let's do the other mixed cell reference, relative column and absolute row, pointing to the same cell A1. Type the equal sign, select the cell A1, and modify it, adding the currency symbol in front of the row only. Then press enter. Use the autofill tool to add the formula, and as you can see, the column changed in the formulas But now the rows are the ones that did not change. So only the first row values are displayed. Let me show you now a more practical application. In this other table, we need to calculate the extended price of each article purchased and how much taxes we will pay. For the extended price, we just need to multiply column B times column C. So we will use a formula with a relative cell reference. Type the equal sign, select cell B3 times cell C3. Press enter, and we can use the autofill tool for the rest of the cells. As you can see, the formula is adjusted changing the rows. For the taxes, all the rows from column D need to be multiplied by cell E2. So we will use a mixed formula. The first portion will be a relative cell reference, so it changes as we move down, and then the second portion will be an absolute cell reference, so it doesn't change. Type the equal sign and select cell D3 times select cell E2 and modify the formula adding the currency symbols to the E2 portion. Press enter and then use the autofill tools for the rest of the cells. The final result is each of the cells is multiplied by cell E2. I hope you find this video helpful to get you familiarized with Excel. Thank you for watching, and if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get access to my series of tutorials to learn Excel step by step. I'll see you in the next video.